Hey everyone, and welcome to my craft room. So, the little reef on the door is one that me and my mom made. It was super fun and cool to make. And then when you walk in, I'm just going to show you an overview of my room. There's my IKEA cart, and then I have the IKEA cubicle things. I'm not really sure what that's called. And then there's the Alex drawers, and I have a chalkboard. And yeah, there's all of my cool layouts. I really like how that turned out. And those little bar thingies, those are from IKEA too. I really like IKEA. There's my closet, which is a giant mess, but you'll see it in a little bit. There's little shelves where all of my paints are at, and my desk. And then and my cameo on the floor. I think that's the only time you get to see it. And then the tassels, I made those tassels, the tissue tassels. So here are some of my thickers. This is not nearly even half of what I own. It's a little crazy, but I wanted to keep them out so that I could see them and use them. And then I organized my Project Life cards by color. So there's the 3x4s. And then down here I have spray paint and gesso. And there's my sequin box and my wood veneer box. So that's super cool. I like how that is. That's the newly organized cart. It used to be a hot mess, but now it's just like that. And then so in this first cabinet, I have a ton of 6x8 and 4x4 albums. There's only 2 in here that are finished, which is that one. That's the Disney album or the Florida album. And then there's a Hawaii one that I've never shown. But if anybody wants to see inside of it, I'll totally do a video on it. And then all of those are 6x8 albums. And then there's some page protectors. Yeah, it's a lot. And so that's what's in that cabinet. And then down here I have a whole bunch of stamps. There's cling stamps and then clear stamps and some giant stamp blocks and a little bottle of stamp cleaner. That's what's all in here. And then on this side, and those little baggies that I'm pulling out, those are Scraptastic kits that I haven't used, which is kind of a lot. I just canceled my subscription until I use them all up. I'd rather just kind of use what I have. And then there's all my 12x12 albums. And in this box, I have more Project Life cards. One of those black boxes is empty, and then the other one has cards that I don't really want anymore. So when my friends come over, they can use those. And then there is some of my rubber stamps, like the wood mounted. Those are really all of the wood mounted stamps that I have. And then in here I have a bunch of Sizzix dies and like metal dies and flowers in jars. And then there's a container of flowers, and then all those little jars in the back, those are all teeny tiny flowers like the ones I'm showing you right now. They're just all different colors. So that's what's in that cabinet. Oh, I'm going to show you inside this box because I like this. Here's how I store my thin metal dies. So I keep them in this art bin, and it's just magnetic sheets, and then I could just put them on there and they stick, and then I can see what I have. So I really like that. And I just keep that one on top because it's a brand new one, and I kind of like that container that it came in. So that's what I keep in that cabinet. And then I have the little silhouette mats on the side too, just like stuffed in there. Then there's some Project Life cards. These are ones that I haven't separated by color yet. They're newer, and I want to keep them together right now. And here I have hooks for my 12x12 layouts that are on the wall, and then a couple starfish. I don't know why. There's some sequins and some more rhinestones, and those are all just silhouette cuts and die cuts and stuff. And then I have my Copic markers. I only have a few, and then some distress markers. And all those are like little mini albums that I've made before. And then here is all of my glitter. It's a ton. And then I used to keep wood veneer in here, but I just moved it to that other box, so that's why those are empty. There's all my adhesive. And then this drawer is actually my sister's. Whenever she comes over, she just puts her stuff in there. And then there's my 2 printers. I have the Instax and the Canon Selfie. And then this drawer is just full of Heidi Swapp stuff, because I really like Heidi Swapp, so I just like to keep all of her stuff together, and I have quite a bit. So, yeah, it's a little insane, but anyways. And here I have like books and just things that I can alter. If I want to alter something or make a cool project, then I would go to this drawer. I have like little mini albums and cool stuff like that. And then in this drawer, I keep a bunch of ephemera packs or just random shapes and stuff in these little containers. And it's actually, this drawer is normally full, but I have a bunch of the containers somewhere else. So I label them with washi tape, and then I just put what it's on there, like how I'm showing you right now. And then there's what I keep inside of it. So yeah, I really like how that is. And then in the bottom drawer, there's some more alterable stuff. Alterable, that's a funny word. Yeah, there's some cool books and little paint containers. I really like the little paint containers. And there's a cool mini album. Just fun little projects. So that is what all I keep in my IKEA thing. I think I didn't show you that other chevron basket, but I just have some binder rings for my cinch machine and some silhouette material. And then this is my giant wall of 12 by 12 layouts. I love the way it turned out. I just have these 2 bars from IKEA, and then I use little clips to hang up my layouts, and I keep all my favorite ones up there and then just trade them out. And then these little shelves are from IKEA too, and they just hold all my paints. They're actually like for pictures. You would put just set pictures on them and stuff, but I like them for my paints. And then I always have random things on my desk. That shelf is never organized. It's just random stuff. There's some resin flowers I got from eBay or Amazon, one of the two. And a whole bunch of random stuff. That's a little tiny M&M container that I'm planning on doing something with for my Disney World trip that's coming up. I'm always going somewhere. I realize this. I love to travel. There's a bunch of glue sticks. And then this is just a whole bunch of random stuff. I always have a whole bunch of like pictures up here. So whenever I want to make a layout or something, then I always have a pile of pictures that I could do something with. And then this is actually a project that I'm working on, and it's a 12 by 12 album. That's not there, but that's the stuff I'm using for my Hawaii album. And then there's my 2 tiny attacher things. And I keep glue in this bucket. Yeah, I just have my camera cord stuck in that bucket because my tripod is normally on the desk. And then there's my little carousel thing. And then in my drawers, I'm going to show you some cool stamps. I really like these stamps. They say like handmade card and official scrapbook. They're pretty cool. And then in this drawer, I have a whole bunch of tweezers. And then in my other drawer, I keep replaceable blades for my paper trimmer. And then that black can is my trash can for my room. And then up here, I like to keep new stuff that I get, just so that it's new and exciting and it's like brand new and I can open it. And it's right beside me, so hopefully I'll use it. But I keep it there for a while and then I move it somewhere else. And here I have a lot of stencils, and then I also have the Honeyswap art screens that are new. And there's a lot of stencils underneath there. I don't even think I show you all of them, but or you can't tell how many is down there, but there's a lot. And then scrap paper. I hate this bottom drawer because every time I close it, it squeaks so loud and it's horrible. I hate that drawer. And here I have my Epiphany Crafts tools. Most of these tools were sent to me. They were for design team stuff, and then there's all the bubble caps, but they're really fun, and if you haven't tried them, you really should. There's a lot of washi tape that I'm kind of embarrassed to show, but I have it, so yeah. And then a lot of enamel dots and rhinestones and stuff, because that's fun. And then down here I keep foam paintbrushes and makeup sponges. I like to use makeup sponges for paint, and then you just throw them away. You don't feel bad because they're cheap. So I always keep my glue gun, my heat tool, and my paper trimmer right where I can get to it at my desk. And then down here I have a lot of stickers and a lot of random stuff that I like to use on projects. And then 12 by 12 white cardstock and my scoring board. Then I'm going to show you in the top drawer, which I don't get into this drawer that much just because it's in the way, but yeah, I have baby wipes and random stamps and stickers, and this is not organized at all. And then here's my Honeyswap memory planner that I've been doing. It's really fun. I like it a lot. Maybe at the end of the year when it's all finished, I could do a flip through, or I could do one now if anybody really wants to see it. It's really cool and fun to do. Because I'm not into like project life week by week and stuff. I just think that's too much for me. So that's my version of project life. Then I have gelatos and that Dylusions ink pad that I haven't used yet, but I should try and use it. I've had it for a while. And a bunch of ink pads. And these are my Tim Holtz Distress Glitters. And I have like all the bright colors. I really like the bright colors. I didn't care for the other ones. And then some extra color shines, and then some date stamps and embossing powders. And then down here, this is actually from last year when we went to Disney and Universal. I used that drawer, and I'm just keeping it there because all that stuff goes together. And I just got annual passes to Disney, so I'm going to be going a lot more. And down here, I keep modeling paste and diamond dust and Mod Podge. And over here, I have the Amy Tangerine thread tool thing. I don't know what it's called. And my watercolor palette, and then some Prisma colored pencils. And then I have coffee filters, because it's really cool if you just put something in it and then you spray inside it, and then their just spray doesn't go everywhere. And those are the Color Lab by Marion Smith. That's fun to do. I only did a couple colors, but I still have a lot of bottles and then the little color thingies. And then these are just art journals and things. So here's a couple pages in my book. I haven't done this in a while, but it's really fun to do. I like that page. And then this bottom drawer is not organized. Surprise. I'm not very organized. Yeah. So it's just kind of a mess of things. There's some cute butterflies that I made a long time ago. I like those. And then so that's my whole desk. I really hardly ever sit at my desk. Mostly I do it if I'm recording a video, but I really like to scrapbook on the floor. When I'm working on big projects and albums and stuff, I always sit on the floor. So here's my giant messy closet. I think it looks messy. I don't know about you. I mean, it's halfway organized. The wrapping paper is kind of organized. Although this thing kind of gets on my nerves because it's just flopping around. And my door won't shut all the way because of the little hooks on the top of the shoe holder thing where it's connected on the door, so it won't shut all the way. But yeah, there's a whole big overview of my closet. So I'm going to start in these drawers, I think so. Yeah. So in this top drawer, I have a whole bunch of like Christmas related things to make ornaments, and yeah. I think I'm going to take it out. So there's some cool snowflakes. I like to put those up on my tassels whenever it's Christmas time because they look cute and make my room a little festive. On top of that white box thing are smash books and other things. And then those are some things I made a long time ago, like for flower centers. And then there's some other random flowers and embellishments. And then I also have like Halloween charms and things in there. They're pretty cool. And some Prima flowers and just random flowers, recollection flowers. I like flowers. I used to go through a phase that I had to have flowers on everything. So here's another drawer of flowers. I think this is the drawer of all my favorite flowers. All the really pretty ones. Then there's some 12 by 12 albums. Those are like the old school kind of albums. That's a Christmas present, so I didn't want to show it in case my sister watched this video. There's some more flowers. And then I have some tumbler cups because I like to put vinyl on them. So if I find them cheap or at the dollar store, I'll get them. And then in this random basket, I have a whole bunch of junk. There's some burlap bags. That's some tulle from a leftover project. There's a little birdhouse I was going to decorate. I have a couple of them. So there's a lot of stuff in there. This video is super long. It's already 20 minutes already. 18 minutes. It's crazy. Okay, so there's canvases on top of those containers. And then I like to keep projects that I'm working on. Like my honeymoon album is in one of those that I need to finish. But yeah. I just like to keep projects so that all the stuff is together. And then in here I just have stickers and a lot of this stuff like I don't use that often, so I keep it up here. And then I have cards and envelopes in here. There I am. Then over here I have a Tim Holtz configuration box. I think I have like 4 of those albums. It's a bit obsessive, but that's okay. There's Heidi Swapp memory planner that's actually for this year, but I'm going to use it next year maybe. Then I have acrylic paint. This is just like the cheap bottles of paint. And then here is some cool little albums. Those little gold ones are like flip albums from Teresa Collins. And then in that box, I just keep like things that I've made. I don't think I show everything, but I show like 1 or 2 things. Maybe only 1. And then in the boxes behind like the orange one and those boxes that are all stacked up. Yeah, see, there's a Prima doll I made. And then there's a Prima doll tag. In those boxes I keep things I've made, and also I was into jewelry and making keychains and stuff. I actually have a whole bunch of keychains in the box on top of the shelf that I need to get rid of. But I have stuff like that, and I've been into polymer clay before, so I have a whole box full of polymer clay. And then a couple of those boxes behind there are a couple of the Heidi Swapp planners that came out near Christmas time. And then, so that red box I keep Christmas wrapping stuff. And then there's one of my very first scrapbooks up there, that pink one. And then I have keychains and jewelry stuff on the top shelf too. So that's mostly all of that stuff. I couldn't get up there to show you because I have to climb on a chair, but these are my punches, and it's a crazy way to keep them, but I just do. So it works. And then in here I have a bunch of ribbon. And then this whole box is full of ribbon and twine and different things. So I'm totally looking at myself in the viewfinder, making sure that y'all can see it. So ignore that. Kind of crazy. And these are just paper, designer paper. And then I have cardstock paper. And then that other one that I didn't show is other patterned paper. Here's more thickers. It's a little crazy. That's one of them. There's another one coming. A bit embarrassing. But it's cool. I know you guys aren't going to judge me. Yeah, so there's the other one. And then there's a couple other letter stickers that aren't thickers, but mostly I got all of those stickers when they were on sale at TJ Maxx for, I think they were like $1.50 or something. I don't know. Okay, and then down here, there's a whole bunch of stuff in front. But there's a project I was kind of working on, an empty container. And then all of that is paper pads. And then all that is paper pads. And there's my sticker maker, my Xyron sticker maker. And there's just stuff I've made or stuff my mom's made to give me in those little boxes. And so all of that is paper pads. There's 6x6 paper pads. I'm not sure why that ephemera pack is there, but it is. There's refills for my Xyron sticker maker. In that plastic bag I have some stuff to make t-shirts. I just didn't show it. So I need to figure out something else to do with all this junk that I just pile up in front, but it works for now. It's behind a closed door, so I don't have to see it. And then there's a cool quilting thing, but I just use it to, I used it to cut tool, and then I use it to iron on. There's my kitty. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.